Hello and welcome back to Bottom Rope Wrestling. This is another Wicked Wrestling Weekly. Chris is here in a John Cena t-shirt with Subway on his breath. And I am here after my midday nap to give you our top fives and the overall top five for this week's Raw, SmackDown, 205, NXT and NXT UK. And I'm very excited that I could say 205 in that for the first time ever. And
A decent week.
it was
Raw was good.
it was a good week. I don't think any of the shows were bad.
No, they were
None of the
decent.
shows were bad.
No.
But no, it was very interesting, and I'm very excited to give our top fives on this because there's a lot of cool stuff to talk about.
Good moments.
So I think I'm gonna go first
You go
for a
first.
change.
Number
I'm gonna
five.
go first for a change with my number 5, which comes from Raw, and I want to clarify that yes, there is a glaring issue with this segment. But my number 5 is the Rey Mysterio backstage segment where he teased removing the mask and retiring. And he fully goes to the back of his head to undo the back of his mask. Emotional. If Aaron was here, he'd have put it as his number 1.
Yeah, probably.
I thought he would have probably. He's confirmed that.
I got worked by it. I thought he was actually going to.
I was like, wait. The issue with the segment was Dominic coming out. Dominic coming out and stopping him was a good idea.
It made sense.
But Dominic's not a good actor. Dominic is not a good actor by any stretch of the imagination.
He also hasn't been on TV for a while, so it wasn't maybe a bit out of nowhere.
You think?
He hasn't been on TV
I mean,
for a
Rey
while.
Mysterio tweeted that his family
Yeah,
going to be
so
on
it's the
Raw
last
with
week.
him.
So progression of the story.
But if Rey Mysterio's last match is a tag match with his son against Andrade and
A partner of his choosing.
Andrade's son, then then that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then he can Prince Mysterio
Unless he turns heel.
can make the Dominic.
Nah, that won't happen.
I'd love it. I'd be there for that. But no, it was an emotional segment that did get you invested right up until it unfortunately slipped with the acting.
It's an intriguing story.
Absolutely.
Look forward to see where it goes.
Absolutely 100%. But yeah, there we go. That's my number 5.
Number 5. Nice. Well, my number 5 this week is to do with King of the Ring, because that has returned. And I think the best match that we've had so far in the first round was the first one we saw on Raw, which was Samoa Joe versus Cesaro. We said when we predicted we think it's going to be a hard-hitting match, and I thought it was a very hard-hitting match. Some of the parts in it, I mean, just before the match, Joe had a promo, and the way he delivers his lines are brilliant. He said, "This is the part where I'm supposed to make promises to win King of the Ring, but the truth does not require promises. The truth is standing before you. The King has spoken. He doesn't have to say why I'm going to win. He's just going to do it. Let his actions speak louder than words, isn't it?"
It's a shame he might lose the next round.
Maybe, but this match actually made me look good.
Keep talking about this match.
Made me look good, and the start of it was hot, absolute fire, because straight away, bell rings, ding ding ding, Cesaro running uppercut for a 2 count, and it made me go, whoa, gasp. I was on the edge of my seat, I was thinking, whoa. And it was a hard hitting match, a lot of strikes, but Joe, he got straight back in it, suicide dive early on, sending Cesaro into the crowd.
Oh yeah, he was like laying on top of some fans' laps.
It really set up the pace of what this match is going to be like.
Did he wasn't intentional that?
Well, no, I mean, it's early on, so you know what you're in for with this match. Hard hitting. Because he hit him so hard with that suicide dive.
Do you think it was intentional that he genuinely landed on some fans?
Well, I mean, potentially, but it adds to the realism, it adds to the hard hitting affair. But yeah, it was a good. It was 50-50 even out. Mojo did plenty of running sentons, and there was a lot of chops and uppercuts. And there was one point in the match, Cesaro really showed why he is pound for pound potentially the strongest man in WWE. He went for the suplex, and yes, he messed up the first one, but I thought it actually added to the match because he went straight back in, showed his determination.
It really, I like that he failed it.
Yeah, he failed the first time, but he went straight back and he got the second one, showed his power, and it was, I thought that was a nice, decent spot. Yeah. And Joe again, plenty more chops carried on, but Cesaro, he got plenty of offense in, did look strong in this match. He at one point put a sharpshooter in, and Samoa Joe was like, no, get straight out of it. He went straight into a crossface. Cesaro puts him in the crossface and trying everything he can just to put Joe away, but he's against the submission machine that is Joe. So Joe's not tapping out. No. And Cesaro eventually goes for the neutralizer, but Joe flips him over.
What did Michael Cole call it?
The neuralizer. Michael Cole got it wrong and called it the neuralizer.
Yeah.
No,
It's not like he's been doing it for 4 years.
Cesaro, he fails the neutralizer, but then goes straight into a springboard uppercut. But what happens? Joe catches him.
Out of the air.
Very perfect transition, very smooth. Catches him into the coquina clutch. The only thing I thought was a bit annoying was Cesaro quickly tapped out.
Yeah.
Very quickly. I thought, because he had such a good showing, I thought he'd maybe wait a bit.
Of a super quick
tap out. But do you know what? If it makes Joe look strong, he could even advance further because they made him look very strong this match. Cesaro got a very good showing.
Yeah, I think maybe if they'd done a bit of a spot where, it looked like Cesaro was powering to stand up, but then back down.
It was more showcasing Cesaro's wrestling than actual story in the match.
Yeah. No, it was a
good showcase for a TV match.
Definitely the first.
Best
definitely
first round match
definitely
so
the
far.
best first round match so far.
But I look forward to the rest of the first round matches.
Yeah, nothing else to do with the King of the Ring is on the top 5, which is unfortunate because it will be eventually as the tournament heats up.
Yeah, as the matches get more time because it was not a long match. It was I think about maybe 8 minutes something. It seemed about that.
Yeah, but I will talk about King of the Ring later on anyway. So I've got a number 4.
Number 4.
And it's from NXT.
Yes.
That's the only entry from NXT this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's the opening segment with the Undisputed Era coming out and giving their reasons as to why they didn't have gold, re-challenging for all the matches. Velveteen Dream saying, "You pinned, done." And the Undisputed Era, the tag team saying,
the wrong
guy was legal. And they even got the video up on the screen.
Adam Cole claiming,
in my left hand, the tag rope.
the way he did it, yeah.
In my right hand, my best friend.
Just before that, Adam Cole, he claimed that there should be a new Mount Rushmore with just 4 heads of Adam Cole. He did. He said that.
There's 3 other guys there, Cole.
No, he's getting across. He's the champion, and now it's the rest of it's the Undisputed Era. The rest of them, it's their time to shine.
And again, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish are so funny. They're so funny in an arrogant asshole way. It's everything I strive to be. And then,
so we know their direction.
As they're leaving, who should come out but smiling Jordan Miles,
the winner of the breakout tournament,
who we know has an opportunity at any title. And I said it would be if he won it, he'd go for the NXT.
It makes the most sense. Why wouldn't you go for the top
Grizzly
title?
Adams,
No.
Cameron Grimes.
If
Cameron Grimes won it, he would challenge for the North American title. No, Jordan Miles came out, didn't say a word. He stood on the entrance ramp, and Cole and them yelled at him. They ran him down. They said,
"Go for one of the other titles."
Yeah, go for one of the other titles. He's saying, "Why don't you challenge Shayna Baszler?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you go over to 205 Live, or why don't you go to NXT UK? Their champions aren't on my caliber. I mean, Drew Gulak's not great, but Walter, pal, Adam Cole would beat Drew Gulak." But Adam Cole, Walter. No. But anyway.
Jordan Miles.
Through him. And he didn't react to anything he was saying. And then when Adam Cole finished, he held out the contract. And he's like, yeah, I'm still challenging you. Adam Cole goes to take it off him. And he drops it. Brilliant. Then the smile. And he backs off with his...
Hopefully it is a star-making performance for him, because...
Yeah, he's not winning it.
People weren't invested in the finals.
I don't think it'll be blown off on a pay-per-view. I think it'll be...
It's announced for 2 weeks' time. So they have one more week of build. Next week they have the last bit of build for it, I think. And then it's been announced.
Oh!
It has been announced.
Oh, okay.
In 2 weeks.
I thought it would be...
So they're giving it a bit of build. I would have maybe preferred a bit more, but we'll see what they do with it. But it's a good chance to get Jordan Miles over.
Yeah, absolutely. I think.
Because wrestling is his strong suit.
Yeah.
So giving him a match.
I think it'd be great if he could come within inches or whatnot, because that wouldn't harm Cole at all.
Do you reckon the Undisputed Era will get involved?
I think the Undisputed Era will get involved. He'll overcome them.
But then lose the final hurdle.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So my number 4 then?
Go for it, my man.
Number 4 is from your favourite NXT UK. And it is the story involving Tyler Bate versus Walter. Now, earlier in the night, we had a slight hint of what was going on. Bartel and Eichner of Imperium, they were attacked backstage, and it was very chaotic because the camera fell down and we weren't sure what was happening. And
it was great. It was great because
a great attack. Yeah.
They were both being interviewed. One of them got angry and stormed out,
and then all you could hear was chaos.
He left the room. You just hear, and then the other one follows, and then the camera falls over, goes to static. Comes back on. They're both laying on the floor. So sorry, I'm cutting across you.
No, it's fine. The rest of so then they were taken out for the rest of the show, and you had the remaining members of Imperium, Walter and Wolf, and they were angry. And what happens at the end of the show, after the main event match, we had Trent Seven come
Trent
out.
Seven!
And he was there to lure out
Jumps
Walter.
the barricade.
He lured out Walter.
Out comes Waltz.
And Wolf as well. And they walk down the ramp. But then what happens is they get cornered. Tyler Bate comes in from behind.
Tyler Bate comes up behind with the chair.
Yeah, with a chair as well. Yeah.
Takes out Wolf. Walter looks at Trent. Yeah. Looks at Tyler. It was great.
It was a nice change of dynamic because this time it's Walter who's outnumbered.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Instead
of
them
numbers
picking up Mustache Mountain.
Reversed.
So yeah, then Trent he took out Wolf, so Tyler Bate had Walter to himself, and yeah, he hit the chair. But Walter he didn't go down easy. He put up a fight.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was great. He got in the ring and he was taking it to Trent Seven, and then yeah, he kicked the chair out of his hand.
He kicked the chair out of his hand. He grabbed him by the throat, but Tyler Bate was like, "No, big strong boy." Broke out, hit him with a clothesline,
bouncy head thing.
And then
it was great. The bouncy head thing came back for a clothesline. Walter stumbled,
and then the big spot.
Walter just looks so cool. Like when he's taking a clothesline and stumbling, because he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't go down easy.
He doesn't brawn it and like just nothing happens.
No, he stuns,
but he took it
yeah.
and he goes down like an actual.
That's the thing. He sold really well for Tyler Bate, making Tyler Bate look like a credible threat.
Walter's amazing.
While still regaining his composure, while still looking strong.
Is genuinely my favourite.
And
Austrian.
And then Tyler Bate, he hit the Tyler Driver 97 on Walter. And
yeah,
that really makes him look credible.
He had him for it, and it's like, oh, surely he's gonna get out of it. No,
he hits it.
The man. Boom.
So we've got 2 weeks left. I think one more show and then take over Cardiff, is it?
Yes.
So yeah, one more
Go home show is next week.
So yeah, Tyler Bate looks strong. So I look forward to seeing what they do next week to finish off the build this
week. Super psyched.
Yeah. So what have you got? Number 3 now?
I'm yawning again. Yeah, that was a great segment.
I thought, worthy.
My number 3 is 205 Live.
205 Live. The whole of 205 Live?
The entirety of 205 Live, because for anyone who didn't watch 205 Live this week, 1 hour show and one match. We knew going in that there was the Captain's Choice match. Only Larkin versus Drew Gulak, not Aryan Davari.
Carrying on that feud from SummerSlam.
Carrying on their feud. They each got to pick 4 people in their team, and they would have them in their team for their match against each other. And we were super excited for it.
Yeah, I thought, for 1 hour it's going
to be chaos. No, we were super excited for the match, and then, the show started, and out came Davari, and we were like, wait a second. So it was Aryan Davari,
Drew Gulak, Tony Nese, who was still playing the face,
the baby face, but on the heel team.
He was chosen because he's an incredible athlete.
Angel Garza.
Yeah, the new debut of Angel Garza from the breakout tournament in NXT.
Who else was on the heel team?
It was Mike Kanellis.
Yes, of course.
Power of love, man.
And then the face team
was
Only
Larkin captaining Akira Tozawa, Jack Gallagher, Swerve. How are you going to do that to me? How are you going to do that to me? Swerve.
Isaiah Swerve.
And Humberto!
Yeah, you did it better. Yeah, 5-on-5, basically a Survivor Series match, wasn't it? Elimination?
Yeah, it was a Survivor Series match.
Great showcase.
It was a great way to showcase the entire 205 Live roster. It had a great promo package to start with. Larkin bigged up the hell out of his teammates. 205 Live has a banging theme tune. The mismatch. I love those team entrances where it plays like a little bit of someone's entrance music and they come out that far, a little bit of that person's entrance music and they come out that far. It feels really sports centric.
I like the way that how all of the teammates come up first and line down, like they lined up each side.
The captain comes in between them.
It's very well presented.
They all got to the ring and they had the 5x5 face off.
The first spot was.
And Drew Gulak threw one of his teammates forward and they were all brawling, all 5 of them. And the babyfaces overcame, threw them all to the outside of the ring. And they were all the babyfaces were standing tall. Wait a minute, where's Jack Gallagher?
What's he doing?
He looked down the cut. He's got 4 umbrellas.
Yeah.
Slides,
5, I think.
slides the umbrella. Yeah.
They all came with an umbrella.
So he's got 5 umbrellas. He slides them in the ring. He gets in. All of them pick up an umbrella. And he goes, you, there, you. And he gets everyone up on a top rope.
Each corner.
And all of their umbrellas, they're all still on the top rope. And he goes, ready? Charge!
Go! And they all did the Mary Poppins spot. They all jumped with the umbrellas. It was a funny, entertaining moment.
So stupid.
It was entertaining. It was a good start.
I love wrestling, man. The match hasn't started yet, but I love wrestling. I love it. Oh, it's so good.
was
And
very
only
scary.
Lorcan let go of the umbrella as soon as he jumped. Did you notice?
No, I didn't.
He just lets go of the umbrella and then focuses on his thing. But
Then the match
that was
really
great.
kicked off.
The match kicked off. Captains started against each other, but eventually Angel Garza was in the match.
Angel Garza, he had an amazing
And
story.
it was the Angel Garza's story. He went, stop!
It was his debut.
And took off his trousers.
Took off the great spot.
Um,
And then Humberto came in, wasn't it?
but the cousins had the
The
face off.
cousins?
The first elimination was Akira Tozawa by Mike Canales.
Canales hit his
Mike
finisher.
Canales pushed Tozawa against Jack Gallagher, knocking off his own teammate from the apron. Hits his finisher, 1, 2, 3. But who's that behind you?
Immediately.
Jack Gallagher absolutely nuts him. 1,
Headbutt
2,
to the
3.
nose.
I love those
He's
quick,
gone.
double limbs. Okay, apparently before Tozawa was eliminated, I've got my notes in the wrong order. Tozawa did his crazy cannonball off the apron.
Yeah.
Went on a bit of a mad one.
Tozawa.
And
He had a short showing.
Nigel McGuinness screamed, "Use the power of love!"
Yeah. But Canales wasn't
Tony
enough.
Nese
Headbutt.
was the next. Tony Nese came in for the heel team, and he yelled at his teammates.
Yeah,
and he got
because-
angry at them
Yeah,
because
he's still a face. It was.
Yeah, it was really. It
It
was
wasn't
really,
just all heels are friends.
It was really cool.
You choose who's best for your team.
Jack Gallagher has just some. I love his moves where he goes up in the corner with
He's
his feet
very
up in the
inventive,
air,
isn't he?
and his feet comes down. No,
It's very
feet
creative.
come down.
fighter.
You know. And then he got consumed by the void.
Oh, yeah, we had already pulled down the ropes.
Yeah, Tony Nese out
You
on
love
this
this.
side of the ring. He stood here. He goes to run to this side of the ring to bounce back off the ropes. But as he goes to bounce back off the ropes opens. He falls clean through. He just bye.
Was he eliminated next?
No.
No. So much happened.
So the new guys were used in a big way. Swerve,
got over.
and Garza, which is
Garza,
just
yeah.
so cool. Swerve's great. That flying uppercut to the back
Swerve's very athletic.
is brilliant.
He's a great presence.
The
back.
commentary was fantastic.
Mhm.
Garza is
This was his
such an
match.
asshole. He's such an asshole. I love it. The
Personality shone
eliminated wrestlers were arguing, but then it cut to backstage
I think it was Gallagher and
where
Tozawa,
Gallagher
wasn't
and Tozawa were arguing. It was your fault we got eliminated. No, it was your fault.
Wasn't Brian Kendrick potentially turning Tozawa on the side, the dark
Brian
side?
Kendrick
potentially?
is trying to turn Tozawa heel.
Yeah.
It's be Brian Kendrick versus Jack Gallagher next week.
Yes.
Nice put a bloody shift in.
Yeah, he did. He came in
He
and
did.
just had
Fair
a
play
big
to him.
long segment
Which
where
is
he
good. Which is good.
Certainly worked.
They're keeping him at the top of the
because
the
he's only
caliber
just
of the
lost
card.
the Cruiserweight Championship.
I've just got written, damn, Nice.
Yeah, he did put a shift in.
Don't know
he
what
did all
for.
his good moves.
He eliminated someone, but it wasn't with the flying the running knees.
Did he?
Yeah, but Only Lorcan is eventually legal, and he points at Gulak and he says, I want you. But no, Angel Garza gets in, so Oni goes, all right, fine. Here's my man,
Yeah.
Humberto.
Get the cousins.
The cousin face off. There was a double super kick to Angel Garza, and Nigel McGuinness shouted, "No, not the face!"
Yeah, because he's so pretty. That's his gimmick.
Gulak has an amazing finisher. Garza's spot where he went. Okay, so Garza went to the outside of the ring, ducked down so that he was in line of the ring.
Yeah.
Umberto slid over
Baseball
him,
slide over him, yeah.
ran towards him. Garza flipped him up. He
And
was
stand on the rope,
he was
stand
so he was doing
on
a
the apron.
head on the rope, feet up, super kick to
To
his
his
head.
face. Oof.
Oh my god, it was so good. It
They
was
have great chemistry.
so good. I want Garza versus Humberto
I think,
to
yeah,
be
definitely
the
a match.
cruiserweight WrestleMania match.
I wouldn't go that far, but definitely they should definitely have a match on TV.
Who would you say is in line for the next cruiserweight WrestleMania match? Because they've never had the same person in there twice. It was Neville Aries.
Gallagher probably. He'll probably be the
Really?
face. He'll probably be the face that they push next.
I think it's Humberto.
Do you think Gulak's going to hold it until Mania?
No, not Gulak. I think it'll be Garza
I
challenging
don't
Humberto.
think Humberto will win it.
I think it'll be Garza
I don't
challenging
think either
Humberto.
of them will win it.
I hope Jack Gallagher does get to win it at some point.
Anyway, back on
But
track.
yeah, Lorcan gets in there and just has them all.
He Clay's house. He destroys.
By
not
this,
eliminated them, but
by
he
this point,
beats
it's
them all
2 on the face team, 3 on the heel team. Lorcan gets in and goes absolutely mental to the point that Gulak goes, heck, gotta get rid of this guy, bops him with the steel chair. Gulak's
down.
eliminated.
Yeah, Gulak. I like that. The champion
Gulak
wasn't
eliminates
pinned at all.
himself by DQ, which is good, protecting himself.
Continuing the feud with Oni as well.
But Lorcan is dead. You know what I mean? He's
so
murdered him, which means
time for
it's down to
Humberto.
one man, Humberto Carrillo,
And it's
who gets in,
Ari Davari and
and he manages to eliminate.
Garza, isn't it?
He eliminates Davari,
Davari, he does eliminate
and he
Davari.
eliminates.
And Garza's the last man. That's what was really interesting.
Yeah, Garza was the
The
last man
debut of
standing.
Angel Garza. And he was
What
the
a
last
showing.
man on his
And
team.
Garza, Humberto were given time.
And it wasn't the captain, Oni, who won the match. It was Humberto.
Alright, you just stood on my toes. How dare you?
You love this boy.
I'm telling the story of the match because Humberto and Gaza had like a one-on-one match within this match.
That's why I look
And
forward to seeing that.
he had the feet up on the ropes, and everyone, it was like 1, 2, the ref saw him, the inverted suplex off the springboard rope thing, last Carrillo standing, Humberto!
Great showing for him.
Meaning Humberto and Oni Lockin were the survivors.
It's a potential triple threat for the Cruiserweight Championship.
That's
Humberto,
my
Oni,
prediction
Andrew.
for 205 Live going forward as well. It's really interesting for me that Humberto remained in this match. Humberto and Oni Lockin beat Drew Gulak. Not Oni Lockin. So I've spoken about this for way too long, but what a match!
It was a long match.
My reasons for having this on my list are fivefold. What a match! Everyone in it was a star. What an innovative way to do 205 Live. You protected everyone, and there was another reason.
Star-making performances. Breakout stars.
Probably. Oh, Humberto! Do you have a number 3 for
My
me?
number 3, okay, I'll make it a bit quick. My number 3 this week is heel Sasha Banks on Raw.
Your
She has a
dad's
new look.
dead.
Her reaction, like to Michael Cole asking her, what do you have to say about your attack on Natalya last week? Simple answer, you're welcome. Very heelish, savage, absolute savage Sasha Banks. She has so much confidence now in a new look. She plays the heel so much better, I think. She's in her element. And backstage, she attacks Natalya. She slams her injured arm into a drawer. Very vicious and absolutely savage. Great stuff. And she has the one absolute savage line. It's a very WWE line. But she says, go to hell, Natty, and say hello to your father whilst you're there.
Yeah.
Oof, and I was like, ooh, it's a blow action.
Yeah, controversial. They mentioned
Very
dead.
WWE thing to say.
They like to mention dead people maybe once or twice
Being
a
in
year.
hell.
Once or twice a year, they'll mention a dead person.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll... Oh, sorry, once every 2 years they'll mention a dead person. They don't like doing it often, but they will do it.
But yeah, that's my number 3. Quick one. Heel Sasha Banks. I think she's on fire at the moment.
She's on, yeah.
And
she's
I hope
absolutely
she
brilliant.
does. She obviously is going to be the next in line to challenge Becky, and I hope she has a great showcase.
It's really annoying that that's going to be blown at Clash of Champions.
Potentially, but I think she's doing great work.
Why wasn't
right now.
that? Why wasn't that the SummerSlam match?
She's hot on return. She has a lot of momentum behind her, so that's why she's number 3.
Fair enough. Cool. My number 3. My turn to talk about NXT UK. Completely subjective one. This. Mark Andrews versus James Drake. I remembered what he was called. The crowd were so hot. Like, the crowd were chanting everything they could. Shoes were off because we hate Gibson. And the match had been going on for a while before out came Gallus.
Yep.
Who the hell is Gallus?
Making sure people remember they were in the match.
Yeah, they came out. Wolfgang had a great line where he shouted, "You're lucky he's holding me back!"
Yeah.
Brilliant. He's just a fight down the pub. Mark gets the roll up on James Drake. The South Welsh subculture have the Cardiff opportunity.
It was a very underdog win, I would say.
The South Welsh subculture have the Cardiff opportunity. And I'm so happy. Well, I mean, I knew they were getting it, but I'm so happy, and I love their jacket, and I love them both. I'm so happy. He did the knee slide to dodge the clothesline and everything. I love Mark so much. He did the Stun Dog Millionaire.
All the spots.
Fantastic.
It should be a great match to take over.
Yeah, it's the only multi-man match. They've made the tag match the only multi-man match.
At NXT is typically they will go for one-on-ones. You can build the story better when you have one-on-ones.
Yeah, but I like to have one big showcase, one big spectacle match. That's
You have it. Triple threat tag team match. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 people in a ring at once.
But it's a tag match.
It's still 6 people.
Sure.
One match.
Continue.
Okay, so you want my number
2?
My number 2. Now,
wait a minute. Hang on. When did we start?
you said your number 3. That was your number 2, Mark Andrews. Not number 3, surely. Because you started.
Yeah, I've confused
Yeah,
myself.
so your Mark Andrews was number 2 for you.
205 Live was my number 1. Why did I talk about 205 Live as my number 3?
Boy is very tired.
You start talking about
Okay.
one of yours.
My number 2 this week. Now, normally I would have it as number 1, but there was something better for me. But my number 2 this week is The Fiend again. And this week,
7 for 7. I did check.
He is doing the typical thing, attacking the legends, but we love this because we didn't see it coming. Because the setup was Joey Lawler was on commentary because Squad Games wasn't there, and he was going to have a King's Court segment with heel Sasha Banks as his guest. So he thought, okay, it's just going to be heel Sasha Banks talking about what she did. But no, Joey's in the ring. He starts talking about King of the Ring because he's the king. And what happens? The lights, vroom, vroom. But the clever thing was Jerry this time.
Jerry goes, I've seen this
Yes,
before.
I've seen this before. No,
Bye.
no dumb babyface syndrome.
Out.
He gets out there. He goes to the top of the rope, and the
Top of the
visual of
ramp.
this top of the rope. Yeah, top of the ramp.
Jerry Lawler's on the top rope.
No, he goes to the top of the ramp, and the lights are out. Spotlight on Jerry Lawler, and all you see. The camera work was excellent. The Fiend rises up behind Jerry. Jerry turns around. Mandible claw, very vicious, and I just love the attack. The Fiend, it's perfectly. It's very scary. I get goosebumps every time.
Yeah.
But also, Jerry Lawler sold the attack because he was then replaced on commentary by Vic Joseph. So really selling the Fiend's attack, and that was our weekly dosage of the Fiend, and I love it.
I've got written. How do we never predict that the Fiend is coming?
Because the way they set it up. The Fiend is
It
unpredictable.
looks like it's been set up for a different reason.
Yeah, that was why the setup was perfect, having Sasha Banks as a King's Court segment, and then that never happened because the Fiend stopped it.
It's so good. It's so good.
Great. So that's my number 2.
Cool. Honourable mentions for the week because blinking heck, we're at 25 minutes already. I spoke about
205 live, mate.
spoke about the short people for too long. Cool. Do you want to go first? You go first.
My honourable mentions: Sami is Nakamura's new hype man, Sami Zayn. They've given Nakamura a mouthpiece, and based on the respect that they had when Nakamura first debuted in NXT, and I love that. Nice touch.
I'll talk about that.
Good pairing.
I'll talk about that.
Roman Reigns, Dolph Ziggler opening Raw. That was a decent match, fun opening.
Yeah.
Good showcase.
The famous reversal.
The NXT main event this week: Killian Dane beating Matt Riddle, and he is now like the top monster heel in NXT potentially.
Yep.
It was a clean win. And then just for laughs, some things I just found hilarious. The best bit of this moment of this segment was awful, but I just laughed when Bayley pushed Charlotte off her chair. I love that. And of course, the Rowan lookalike.
I'm seeing double
that was
here.
hilarious. That was absolutely hilarious. It was stupid, but it was hilarious.
I'm seeing double here. 4 Rowans.
Those are my honorable mentions.
Shocking. Oh my god, it was so.
You got any other?
I'm so gutted. Yes. So yeah, like you said, the interesting open match with the really cool like reversals and an amazing spear. The King of the Ring has unique graphics, which I really, really like. Vic Joseph on commentary for Raw, which was awesome.
Yeah, he was the lead. He was play-by-play.
I thought you were going to mention the tag match where Ricochet run up Baron
Ricochet
Corbin.
is incredible, yeah. He ran up and he did a backflip off of Corbin.
Yeah, but
Ricochet was the best part of that match.
Corbin came down in his shirt, in his waistcoat, and he took it off halfway through the match. And man, his hench.
He looks much better without the shirt. Wrestling the shirt is just done now.
There was a sign in the crowd that said, "I ate too much." Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman won the Raw Tag Team titles, and I would like to give an honourable mention to your reaction to this match because you were angry.
Seth doesn't need more titles. They're already a feuding over one. Bloody hell. I understand why it's there, the story, but
it's
not
called
for me.
Clash of Champions. Every belt has to be on the line, so they'll have to defend the belts early in the night and then fight each other at the main event. It's a unique pay-per-view. You know, the whole pay-per-view could be built around that, which is cool, but it just sucks that it's come at the expense of the OC, who is super hot right now. From the Moment of Bliss segment, you're wrong, it wasn't the only good moment. Charlotte came out, she said, "I'm not sitting on that chair. That chair is me," because the King of the Ring throne. And Bliss goes, "Haha, okay, sit down." Shelton Benjamin put up a sign that said, "You must be this tall to win King of the Ring." A little bit taller than Chad Gable. Yeah, Zayn Amora, brilliant. 205 Live is a thing. Everything about NXT UK was great this week. And Velveteen Dream had a promo where he came out and he said, "The Dream's t-shirt." That's a decent impression. That's a decent impression. $30. The Dream's sunglasses. $10. The Dream pinning Pete Dunne, the UK's own Pete Dunne, to retain my North American Championship. Priceless. A great way to make use of a very short amount of promo time. And then when he said the Dream likes it on top. And the two girls who pushed out his sofa were smiling and looking at each other. So, yeah.
Closing on 30 minutes.
Well, we've still got to combine our top 5s. We still got to do our number 1s.
Number 1s, yeah.
Number 1s.
You first?
Why not? The Anti-Indie Club. The New Day.
Was 205 your number 1?
Yeah, my number 1 was meant to be 205 Live.
Okay, so this is your
number.
But
Xavier Woods and Big E are in a tag match against the Revival. Big E's looking to do the big spear.
See, we thought this match was for the Revival to beat New Day so they could have
their tag title opportunity, yeah. But Big E is going to go for a spear, bounces back off the rope. You're halfway through the sentence. Does he still do that spear? RKO.
Out of nowhere. Great camera work.
It was genuinely an RKO out of nowhere. Oh, that's an Orton. Great RKO. The Kofi Orton feud is finally heating up.
Orton cares now.
It only
He
took
cares.
them over a month, and the alliance between Orton and the Revival.
And what's great about this is that the fans don't really care about Kofi's family, his children, his wife. What they care about is the brotherhood of Kofi and the New Day. So when you attack the New Day, that gets people more invested in Kofi.
They broke Xavier's leg.
The Revival did, yeah. And Randy Orton made them watch.
Made Kingston watch. Savagery.
They did the triple shot machine with the RKO, kind of triple.
Oh
3D.
yeah, yeah. Brilliant.
Brilliant spot.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Kingston sells the RKO by just spiking himself.
It's nice to see Randy
Brilliant
Orton
segment, and the feud is heating up. And I think on SmackDown, then Kofi hit the Trouble in Paradise, and Orton just sold it like he died.
And Orton cut a promo where he actually cares. You sound like he cares about this feud now.
And he said this stupid.
Usually he only ever cares if he's going to win.
Yeah.
So. But,
Oh, no.
Foreshadowing.
Your number one.
So my number one this week, yeah, I'd expected it to be The Fiend, but no, there was something I absolutely loved, and that was my boy Buddy Murphy, Australia's own Buddy Murphy versus Daniel Bryan, because this was another star-making performance from Buddy Murphy.
Never do the impression again.
It keeps Buddy Murphy relevant in the storyline with the Roman Reigns who attack Roman Reigns storyline.
Oh, I think he's done now.
Buddy Murphy, yeah, potentially, but this was a great performance, great star-making performance. Buddy has epic knee strikes. He does his running knee strike, epic sound, brilliant. Daniel Bryan does some brilliant selling for him. Like Bryan, being the vegan he was a bit cannibalistic by biting Murphy, showing how vicious Daniel Bryan can be. And yeah, Bryan locks in the label lock, very vicious. He was tweaking the joints, pulling them, but Buddy Murphy did not tap, escaped, and yeah, Buddy Murphy was very fluent. A lot of strikes.
Remember when he had that? Yes, when he had that label lock on. I said, you know what? I don't think they'll make him tap. I think he'll pin. I think he'll get hit by the knees.
That's what we thought,
which is genuinely a. I mean, he hung with Roman Reigns. He can hang with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
But then the rest of the match happened.
Buddy Murphy, he didn't get a cheap roll-up win where he looked surprised to win. He actually managed to hit Murphy's Law. Put a lot of effort into that Murphy's Law. Really had to work for it.
Make it look like it was scrappy as hell.
Hit the Murphy's Law after Daniel Bryan accidentally hit Rowan. Buddy Murphy tricked him into hitting Rowan kind of, and then he hit the Murphy's Law and he won. And we popped. We were not expecting this.
We both shouted, "Oh,
holy S word!"
Holy S word!
At the same time,
oh my god!
In sync, because my jaw dropped. I couldn't believe it. Because I love Buddy Murphy. I hope they use him well.
That's massive.
It makes me think potentially he could do really well in the King of the Road because that gives him a lot of momentum. And Daniel Bryan is still protected because Daniel Bryan is so good, such a good human being, working with these younger talent, helping get them over, and he's perfectly fine. He can take this loss. It really made Buddy Murphy, and that is why it is my number one.
Yeah.
Plus, it was the best wrestling this week.
Yeah, absolutely. An incredible match, a genuinely incredible match. I'm not angry that that's number one for you.
I loved it. I love me some Buddy Murphy.
Fantastic. So yeah, that is our
your muddled up top five and my mock top five.
Our top five. Let's put them together because we're genuinely at the length. Me and Aaron went after talking about SummerSlam as well.
There were some great spots this week.
Yeah. To talk about. So we've already pre-agreed. How we're mixing the list up together. Number one, Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy, Daniel Bryan. Number 2, The Fiend.
Let him in.
Number 3, 205 Live.
205 Live, great main event.
Number 4, would you prefer Randy Orton or Sasha Banks?
I'd say Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
He's getting an event.
And number 5, Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks.
So
a lot from Raw.
How is NXT UK not on it this week?
Because Raw actually had a lot of great stuff in it. Raw was the best show this week, I think. Apart from the third hour, the first 2 hours of Raw was gold.
How was NXT UK not on the list this week? I'm angry.
Because Paul Heyman is doing a good job with Monday Night Raw. That's why.
He is, to be fair. No, yeah, that sounded like you were joking.
No,
he really
is. He is.
Really
great job, Paul. Thanks very much.
Yeah, so again, that is number 5, Sasha Banks. Number 4, Randy Orton. Number 3, the 205 Live. the flippy people. Number 2, The Fiend. Number 1, Buddy Murphy. Buddy frickin' Murphy with his didgeridoo.
On to predictions.
That's your Wicked Wrestling Weekly. I'm going to quickly give my predictions. I want to talk about the King of the Ring for Raw because
Drew versus Ricochet.
It's a bit of a shame that none of the matches were given full amount of time. Cedric Alexander Sami Zayn was only 3 minutes long. Kevin Owens Elias was more of a story than a match. And
the next week they look good. The matchups.
What was the other match? Andrade. Oh, but Andrade
Cruz was okay,
booked
but
weird.
it was, yeah.
So
Next week we've got Drew versus
Drew versus Ricochet.
Looking forward to that one.
Oh my
Miz
god.
versus Corbin.
I think if Drew wins, he's beating Joe. If Ricochet wins,
He's beating Joe.
he's not.
Really?
Joe's beating Ricochet.
And then Joe versus Corbin?
No. Joe versus Cedric.
Of course, yeah. So that's what you think's happening on Raw?
Give Cedric a massive... Yeah. Well, they're obviously doing Ricochet, Drew McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still predicting Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, me too.
Although my overall predicting for who's going to win King of the Ring has changed.
Yeah, the bracket is...
Because I think it's going to be Ali. Because
What happened?
Elias is still in it now rather than Kevin Owens, meaning a face should go through from his match against Buddy Murphy. So that means he'll be Elias, because who cares about Elias, meaning he'll be up against Andrade in the semi-final. He can more than easily get into the final from there. He's no longer challenging for the Intercontinental title, meaning he can be on the Clash of Champions card in the main event. And I just really think they should give it to Ali, because King Ali is a really cool name.
Well, he should at least get to the finals. Have a breakout performance in this tournament.
I'm officially changing my prediction to Ali,
That's
which
your
is
SmackDown
great
prediction, is it?
because I have him in the sweepstake. No, my SmackDown prediction is to do with Zayn Mora.
Build the Miz and
Because
Nakamura's feud.
you think that they're doing this feud with the Miz so that
He can break Chris
he
Jericho's
can break Chris Jericho's
Intercontinental
Intercontinental title record. I think they've put Zayn with Nakamura to give him another 4 months as champion. 205 Live, Humberto was still in the match. He'll come out on 205. He'll say, oh, well, only Lorcan will be out there. And he'll say, hey, we beat you, Drew Gulak. I want my title match now. Humberto will go, mate, I won that match.
Triple threat.
NXT UK, it's the go-home show for NXT TakeOver Cardiff. And I think standing tall going into the show will be Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray will stand tall. She'll take out Toni Storm. And I'll give my predictions for Cardiff on another video, but she'll stand tall. I think Walter will stand tall. I think Gallus will stand tall because they've kind of been neglected in this storyline. Those are the only 3 titles, but the other feuds, I think Noam Dar will stand tall over Travis Banks because it'll be it'll be really cool if they do the storyline like, will Travis Banks make it to the pay-per-view again? He could injure him. He could injure him, and they could be like, "Oh my God, it's Travis Banks! Travis Banks gonna get screwed out of this opportunity again." And I think
NXT.
Joe Coffey will stand tall.
NXT, we got Dijakovic versus Keith Lee next week.
Dijakovic versus Keith Lee. They're finally going back to this from 6 months ago. The promo package on this week's NXT was brilliant, and I think my boy Keith Lee will win. You've had it spoiled, so don't say anything. We've also had other stuff for next week on NXT spoiled, which is sad.
Won't say anything because look forward to that.
Look forward to it. Watch NXT next week.
That's pretty much it.
Bask in his glory, my man. Bask in his glory.
I will.
He isn't NXT's resident thick boy.
No. That's Bronson Reed.
That's Bronson Reed, but he's my thick boy.
Coming close to 40 minutes. Wrap it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you all very much for watching this very long edition of Wicked Wrestling Weekly. You've been watching Bottom Rope Wrestling. Make sure you tune in for next week's episode. I don't think I'll be doing a video in between then and now.
No.
So tune in for next week's episode. It might be him. It might be someone with more love for Rey Mysterio. With less hair. Shave off his beard now as well.
Oh.
Yeah. So yes, thank you all for watching. I've been Michael Davey. This has been Chris Dixon. We'll catch you guys later.